Hi, my name is Chris Erlin. I'm a math teacher at Tam High, and I'm here to talk to you tonight for Open House about geometry. Geometry is one of the courses in our math sequence, and we have several courses in our math sequence at Tam. The design is that every student should be able to access the program at the level they need so that they can get the skills they need to be strong and move on to the next course. So there's a variety of courses from Foundations of Algebra to this traditional Algebra 1-2, Geometry with a couple of flavors, Geometry A or Honors, Advanced Algebra with a couple of flavors, Intermediate or Honors, Pre-Calculus with a couple of flavors, Trig Stat or Honors, and then of course the AP program, including Calculus AB, BC, or AP Stats. In order to graduate high school, students will have to accomplish a couple things. They'll have to have 3 years of college prep math, and they'll have to have the equivalent of high school algebra. It's a state requirement to get a high school diploma. We like to set our standards a little bit higher for our students. We want to make sure that all students have a place to go after high school. Therefore, we plan for students to be UC eligible. We want all students to try to get through college algebra. That way, with their A through G requirement of math, they're ready to go. So I want to talk first about the primary path. This is the way that we think of as just the vanilla road, the middle of the road. This is where students come in at Algebra 1-2. That satisfies their high school algebra level right off the bat after 1 year of passing that course. Then they move on to geometry, where your students are now. That checks off another year of the college prep math so that the next year in advanced algebra or intermediate algebra, they could check off their third year of college prep. They could check off their college algebra, and they're actually ready now. They could stop after 3 years of math, get a high school diploma, and go on to UC. We love it when our students move on to a fourth year. Taking pre-calculus sets the stage for a successful entry into calculus in college, which of course is part of a lot of sciences and mathematics if you're going that path. But this is not the only path. We also have paths for people that honestly just don't love math. You want a slower paced environment, a little bit more support, the time to grasp the concepts. These students might come in at Foundations of Algebra to bolster their skills in fractions or integer operations or arithmetic or whatever it is to make them really confident. Coming through that program strongly gives you better strength and capabilities in passing the Algebra 1 and 2 program. Again, that's a requirement to graduate, so we really want that to be strong and not just sliding through. If a student traditionally doesn't like math, doesn't want to spend time at math, doesn't want to challenge themselves in math, there's a lighter form of geometry called Geometry A. It doesn't go in as much depth, doesn't cover quite as many topics, and there's much less homework. But they could take that. That satisfies their third year of college prep math. They're now ready to graduate already. If they are so interested, they could move on to intermediate algebra, which satisfies their college algebra requirements, and they can go to UC. So even with a slower pace path, you can get through high school and be prepared to go into a UC eligible program. There's also a faster path. Those that come in ready to go, 8th grade has already done their algebra for them. They want to take geometry or geometry honors, move on to advanced algebra or advanced algebra honors as a sophomore, which satisfies the high school algebra and the college algebra. Their third year of college prep math is pre-calculus or honors pre-calculus. And then they've got a fourth year to take an AP course, Advanced Placement, allowing for credit in college. And there's 3 choices. You can take Calculus AB, which is a 1-semester college course taught through a full year in high school, Calculus BC, which is a full year of college calculus taught in a full year in high school, or AP Statistics. Any of these paths satisfy the Common Core path for geometry, as well as getting you UC prepared. The way it's taught within geometry is a little bit different. We have some flexibility because although they satisfy all these components, we get a little bit more flexibility. We can focus on the construction and the building of shapes. We could talk about programming and the if-then statements built into logic loops or reasoning. That's my way of doing it. Anyway, the geometry course is part of our package within the TAM district to satisfy all your students' mathematics needs. If you have any questions, please ask any of the geometry teachers about our specific courses. We're posting tons of support materials in our learning management system, whether it's Google Classroom or Canvas. Look forward to working through this program with you this year. Thanks very much.